It's why we make videos about old railways. It's why we make videos about old canals and routes, because of the fascination with the people that would walk along here and the lives they led. What was their goal, their motivation? Why were they taking this route? Why did they build this massive route across the south of England?
We're Paul and Rebecca. That's me. And that's obviously Paul. A few years ago we decided to make short films about all kinds of long forgotten landscapes. From old infrastructure to old routes, and tell their story along the way.
You don't do anything. No, I don't want to be on.
How about that?
So click subscribe, sit back and enjoy the show.
Good morning everybody.
Hello.
No, they're still washing in the background.
Oops. If I do that.
If I do that,
oh.
They can't see the washing.
Okay.
Right, I've got something in my pocket.
Right.
It's really cool. You excited?
Depends on what it is.
Okay, it's completely relevant to today's video. I purchased it on eBay just the other week and I haven't shown you yet. But it's completely relevant to today's video.
Well, show me then.
I'll show you a little bit later in the video when it's kind of relevant in the video. Here we are, Rebecca, Chute Causeway.
Hello. I feel a bit like a tortoise.
You feel like a tortoise?
Yeah, don't want to know anymore.
Oh, I'm jealous of that.
It's fine, but I can't actually see where I'm going.
Okay. Right, you join us on Chute Causeway. Chute Causeway was a Roman road and it took a massive deviation here. That's not what this video is about. This video is about the other routes around this area, because it's absolutely fascinating what is here in this, I would say remote, it's not remote, but we're a few miles out of our town, and there's this, I say network of ancient roads here from different ages and different eras.
You wouldn't even know we're here.
You wouldn't know it's here. So in this roughly 10 by 10 kilometres square, we think we found at least 5 ancient routes dating back thousands of years. So let's take a counter up here in the top right and start ticking them off. Right, so we're right at the bottom now of the whole of this curve of the Roman road, and we're at the bit where apparently it took this massive deviation, and part of the Roman road video we're making is to question that deviation. Would they have just got to the top hill and immediately turned left? Because nowhere else in the country did they do that. They took more of a shallow curve or a different angle, and we are right here now staring at the bit of Roman road, and you can see its big agger, and it does look like
it's gone from there.
Yeah, that would almost conclusively prove the curve. So it does look like it curves there a little bit, but that's not sort of conclusive evidence as such.
What you doing?
I wonder how, like normally it's just like you can just, that's proper solid, isn't it?
It's solid.
Yeah. Not a lot more excites me than this. This is why I love making videos about abandoned railways and that, because there's clear obvious markings on the land. There's clear and obvious things where there's an embankment, a tunnel, a viaduct where people cross the land, and this here right now is the same thing but 2,000 years ago. You can't maybe make it out, but that there through those two trees there is the Roman road. And here now we can see that, but I'm not sure how well it'll come on camera. And if I spin the camera around, facing that way there, you've got the agger, which is the main part of the road. So yeah, so this here is the middle, the bank on that side here. So that's one of the banks, and of course the other bank over here. Yeah, back here. That's so exciting for me. I'll stop waffling about Roman roads now, because this video isn't about Roman roads, although it is about ancient superhighways. Can you class Roman roads as an ancient superhighway?
Yes.
Right, there we go. Let's go and have a look at some proper old roads now. We're heading away from Chute Causeway down here for about 100-150 yards, and we're trying to find Grimm's Ditch. Now Grimm's Ditch, we've talked about it before in previous videos, it's essentially what they believe to be a network of routes across the south of England. It predates the Roman road, so they reckon it was around about 500 years BC, maybe sort of late Bronze Age, early Iron Age. So we found the Grimm's Ditch, and it's just here, perpendicular to this pathway we've just taken. And yeah, it's quite significant really. There's a lot of flint down here, so maybe they used flint to mark their way. So I'm really hoping that the viewers, Rebecca, don't mind mine absurd enthusiasm about exactly what we're walking along now. This route was made around 500 years BC, around the same time as the big old camp up on the hill there, the hill fort, and it just makes me wonder, back in that time the people they settled, they weren't sort of nomads that walked, they were people that farmed, that sort of thing. And you just wonder why this was built. Was it built to trade goods with local areas, and they used to move things along a cattle, like a drove road perhaps to a degree? And we'll never know, but to think of the lives of the people that walked along here. What have you found, Rebecca?
A bit of metal of some variety.
What do you think it is?
Well, I'm not sure, but you think it's a bit of a plough maybe.
It could be, couldn't it? Do you want to hold it up in the fashion of a plough?
I suppose that would be like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, that bit digs into the ground and turns up, maybe. I wonder how old that is.
I don't know.
Get off of my pocket, will you?
When can I see what's in your pocket?
Right, in a minute, the next bit is about what is in my pocket. Patience, Rebecca.
Promise?
Yes.
Okay.
Right, so the road just across there, and of course here, is part of Chantry Lane. Now,
Hold on. Please say this is something to do with what's in your pocket, because I'm getting a little bit frustrated now.
okay, no it's not. But should we do that bit first?
Yeah.
Right, hold the camera. Right, this proves that these routes here, including the causeway, was used like over 12,000 years ago. This here is an exact, I say it's a replica, it's not a replica, this is a genuine, what they call an axe, basically. It's a flint axe, so you hold it in your hand, and that's got the blade on there, so you'd use that for all sorts of different things. We're not prehistory experts, but we bought this on eBay. Now, whether we've been duped or not, whatever, but it's here to make the point. This was sold as prehistoric, Paleolithic, 400,000 years old. So Paleolithic is, I think, sort of after 12,000 years old. Neolithic, sort of 12,000. Paleolithic is when people moved about a lot. Neolithic is when they started to settle and clear land. Okay. So this was found, or the same thing was found, just up there by the car, right? Literally one of these, and it's one of a few that were found all along the Chute Causeway.
Cool.
So it proves that Chute Causeway itself was used over 12,000 years ago. There were people here moving about. The other side of the causeway just up there is Chantry Lane. Chancery Lane, I guess, and it has a very rare flint knapping pathway. Now, I don't know how old it is, but it's certainly apparently medieval, and it appears on a map in 1773. I think it's Andrews and Drury. Right, also, we're just walking down here, we're also looking for another little bit of Grimm's Ditch, which I think is right ahead of us. How cool is that? Okay, we're now right in the middle of the last bit of our journey. We're in the middle of the Hipperston Valley. It's extremely cold to the point I can't speak. So hopefully you can hear us over the wind. I think you can. I've been reading a book called The Ancient Trackways of Wessex, and it details all of these wonderful old routes, pre-Roman, ancient trackways, ancient droveways, and this is one of which of those, and it was called the North Hampshire Ridgeway, or the Inkpen Way, which is well documented just to the north east of here. Now, I read this book and I found it fascinating. I did so much research over it, and then I realised that much of the work done by this person had been I say debunked, if that's the right word, because they said, well, there's not enough evidence for that to be the case.
Just conjecture.
It's conjecture, yeah, but nevertheless, this guy called the North Hampshire Ridgeway part of what we're going to find now, and it went up through the Collingbourne Woods, up onto Scott's Paw. Now, Scott's Paw, where we're going to arrive in a moment, used to be an old pub, and I suspect the reason it became a pub was because it crossed so many different routes. It crossed the Roman Road, the North Hampshire Ridgeway, and apparently many others, close to the Chantry Way. We were on there, and I suspect a pub developed over the years of people passing that route. It closed by about 1910, I believe, the Bluebell Inn or Scott's Paw Inn. Anyway, we're just about to arrive now at the Scott's Paw Inn. We're going to walk past it and find this beautifully preserved piece of ancient trackway, again predating Roman Road, and it's beautiful. So this is the crazy North Hampshire Ridgeway, and look how deep it is. We're stood in the middle, and it's probably, what, 2 metres, I'd say, 2 metres high either side. So yeah, this is reputed to be, because of things that have been found along it, 1,000 years BC, so it could be sort of in excess of 3,000 years old, this route, and it connected parts of Wiltshire all the way along the top of North Hampshire, hence the name North Hampshire Ridgeway, joined up with the Inkpen Way all across places like Coombe Gibbet and that. I think that's it really from us today, isn't it?
I think it probably is, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this little vlog of ours. Trying to find some old ancient routes up here in the Tute Causeway, and this is as good an example I think we'll find today. This is as good as a Grim's Ditch, isn't it? But not the Grim's Ditch. This is the North Hampshire Ridgeway, the Inkpen Way. So. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like what we do, which is just rambling about trying to find old routes, old railways, canals, click on the subscribe button, obviously, and is that up there?
Subscribe
it's subscribe down there. Anyway, whatever. Like, comment, share. We love you all. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.